going to be making sour cream apple pie. So the first ingredient that you're going to need is 2 nice large eggs. You're going to need 1/4 cup flour, half a teaspoon of salt, 3/4 cup sugar, 3 small apples or 2 medium apples. You're going to need 1 teaspoon vanilla, 1.5 cups of sour cream, and 1 pie shell unbaked. You're only using 1 even though this says 2. For the spicy topping of the pie, you're going to need 1/3 cup brown sugar, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/3 cup flour, and 1/4 cup of butter. Now, the next thing you need to do is you need to get your utensils. So the first utensil you're going to need is a nice sharp knife, a nice peeler, measuring spoons, the measuring cup, or you can use any kind of measuring you want to use. Also, you're going to need a sifter. You can use one that you turn or just a sifter. And you're going to need a whisker, 2 nice big bowls, and maybe a spoon. Okay, so I washed my hands, put on my apron, and put my hair back. So, I think we're ready now. The first thing that you're going to need, get your flour. You're going to need 1/4 cup flour. Okay, so now I measured my 1/4. I'm going to take my sifter and I'm going to put my flour in. And now I'm going to sift it. You want to make sure you get all of it down there. That way you can get your correct measurement. So, we have our flour. Next we're going to need 3/4 cup of sugar. You're going to need your measuring cup. Let's see. Just a little bit more. Okay, so I have my 3/4. I'm just going to put it into my big bowl. Do not mix it yet. Next, you're going to take your salt. You're going to need half a teaspoon of salt. Half teaspoon. Okay. There we go. Wait. Just a little bit more. Okay, perfect. Just going to put it on a big bowl. So next, you're going to add 2 eggs. You're going to take your egg, crack it gently, and then put your eggshell either on your bowl, plate, or cup. Next, you're going to beat them well. So I have my flour, sugar, salt, and my 2 eggs. Next we're going to get our vanilla and our sour cream. You're going to take your vanilla first, and you're going to get 1 teaspoon of vanilla. You definitely want to put it over the bowl, that way it doesn't go everywhere. Okay. You're going to get 1.5 cups of sour cream. If I can open it, I will be able to get it. Got it. Okay. Now this is where you're gonna need the spoon. You wanna mix it, that way there's no like liquid sitting at the top. And then you can use a spoon if you'd like. You don't have to. But you're gonna take your measuring cup and you're going to measure 1 cup. So here's a cup. Sour cream is a big ingredient for the sour cream apple pie. Here's my half cup. So now I'm going to mix it until it is smooth. Now it's nice and smooth. So what I want to do is I want to get my knife, my peeler, and a cutting board. I've been really excited to use this cutting board. It's brand new. Okay, so I'm going to take my 3 apples and I'm going to peel them. You can use a red apple or a green apple. It doesn't really matter. And if the peeler you think takes too long, there's 2 ways to do this. You can use the peeler, just peel it off, or you can use your knife and just peel it off like this. It's the same thing, but whichever one you prefer. So now you want to take your apples and you want to cut them in half. And then you want to cut them in really small slices. Keep them nice and thin. So I have all of my chopped and my peeled. So I'm going to take my pie shell. You can add a little bit of flour if you need. So first, you're going to put your apple. You want to take out the seeds. You don't want to bake seeds. Okay. So you can lay your apples out whichever way you would like. So I only put some of them in. I have not put all of them. So then you want to take your mix that you made and just gently pour some in. And then you can put more apples. So then these are the ones that have seeds. You can just take your fingers and pop out the seeds. I have all of my mix in. So now we have all of our mix in. You want to remember to preheat your oven, preheat it to 400. We want to start making our spicy mix. First thing that we're going to do is combine our flour and our sugar. You're going to need 1/3 cup of sugar. 1/3 into our other big bowl. You're going to need another 1/3, but this time flour. Next you're going to need cinnamon. You're going to need 1/2 teaspoon. And you can just open it. So you just get a spatula or another mixer. Just mix your flour, sugar, and cinnamon. Next you're going to open your butter so that way it can melt just a little bit more. And you're going to take your brown sugar. I have light brown sugar. I suggest white brown sugar, or you can use organic or raw brown sugar. So you're going to need 1/3 cup. Then you can just put it in. So our butter has melted after we set it out. And we're just going to pour it into our mix. And we have 1/4 cup. And usually on the stick, it'll measure it for you. So it'll say like 4 tablespoons equals 1/4 cup. So now you're going to mix your cinnamon sugar, flour, and butter. I have my mixture, and it's not supposed to be liquid, okay? And you're going to take your pie that has not been in the oven yet, because our oven is almost done preheating. Oh, actually it's 400. Okay, perfect. So let's do this quickly. You're going to take some of your mixture. Make sure it's nice and crumbled. And you're going to gently spread it over the pie. If yours is nice and high, you can put it on a pan and then put it in if you're worried about it, or you can just stick it in. But I always want to be on the safe side, so I'm going to get a pan. It doesn't have to be fancy, it just has to be something that can hold the pie, so that way the pie does not fall through. And then it's a mess in the oven that you have to clean. When you put your pie in the oven, or when you put anything into the oven, you do not need to wear a mitt. But you do need to wear a mitt when taking something out of the oven. Your pie is going to go into the oven for 45 minutes or until firm. And then you can put it in the refrigerator to let it cool. Okay, it's hot. Okay, it is time to get our pie out of the oven. Mmm, yummy. Smells so good. Okay, so what we're going to do is, first, we're going to give it a test. Mmm, looks yummy. And it's okay if it's a little bit liquidy, because it's just the apple. So this is my dessert for tonight's dinner. And tonight, I'm actually having pasta with burst tomatoes and mascarpone cheese. So, that is your sour cream apple pie.